Welcome and thank you for taking a few minutes to listen to this year's series of County Government Listening Up coaching sessions presented by the Association of County Commissions of Alabama and designed to provide a useful look at some of the most pressing legislative issues impacting Alabama's 67 county governments as we prepare for the 2021 legislative session. I'm Sonny Brasfield, Executive Director of the Association, and over the next few minutes, I'd like to focus our attention on the impact of and history behind a piece of priority legislation that is important for all county governments during the legislature's 2021 regular session. We'll focus today on legislation that is designed to help provide safer places for those who are at risk during times of dangerous weather. And certainly here in Alabama, we know a lot about dangerous weather, unfortunately. But one of the positive things is that because of increases in technology, most of the time, especially when we're talking about tornadoes or hurricanes, we have a little bit of notice before the really, really bad weather arrives. And this bill is designed to provide persons who need a safer place to stay during inclement weather. It's designed to provide that for them, or at least to encourage companies and others to make places available for their use. Let me explain. The bill would create what we are going to call safer places here in Alabama and would encourage businesses, churches, community centers, others to open up facilities during these times of inclement weather. Now, this is not a shelter. It's not somewhere that someone would stay overnight. It's just opening a facility for a short time so that persons who really do not feel that they have a safe place to stay, they could move to a safer place that would be provided by those in the community who want to ensure that they're doing all they can to help their fellow citizens and neighbors. How do we accomplish that? This legislation, introduced in the 2020 session by Joe Loverin and Senator Randy Price, who both know a lot about the impacts of horrible tornadic weather in their communities. Certainly, we all know about the disaster in Beauregard a couple of years ago, and that caused these legislators to come to us and say, what can we do to help the citizens, many of them in rural Alabama, who really need a safer place to go during times of inclement weather? And the answer is this bill would change the law to provide some liability protection for persons who are willing to open these buildings for short periods of time, and sets up a process so that the local emergency management director would actively make this list of places available so that the citizens would know in advance where a safer place is located near them so that they could make plans for where to go when this dangerous weather approaches. And the legislation is as simply as that. Let's encourage business owners and others to reach out to their neighbors to give them a place to go when they most need it. It is a piece of legislation that will be introduced in the 2021 session and that will move forward as that session advances. We encourage you to keep up with this legislation and to support it by contacting your legislators and others to let them know that we need to take this positive step in Alabama to try to protect and provide some type of shelter that is safer for our neighbors during times of bad weather. This concludes our brief review of our legislation establishing safer places here in Alabama. Should you have any questions about this bill or any issue related to county government during the 2021 legislative session, we encourage you to go to our website at alabamacounties.org. You can also reach us on Twitter. In fact, you can reach me at Sonny Brasfield. We will respond to you and provide you all the information that we have on this issue or any other related to county government. Thank you for taking a couple of minutes out of your day to listen to this overview of our Safer Places legislation. Thank you very much for your time and have a great day.